Hello, my good friends. It's time for us to engage in tutorial number 2, which is the tutorial that shows you how to construct a document that gives us the descriptive statistics for any given variable plus the graphs associated with that variable. So let me show you what I'm going to do. You're in D2L. You go to content, as always. And then you're in the course already, by the way, you've signed in. And then you're coming over and you're saying, I'm in the part of the module that goes to chapter 2, and because this assignment is associated with, after you've read all these resources and everything, 07 quiz assignment, descriptive statistics. The first thing that you'll want to do is get the example up. And so you click on this right here, and that produces this document right here. And this document right here needs some editing because it is a generic example of a variable, of two variables from a completely different data set than the one that you're using. So in red, I have told you what I expect, and then everything in black is what you're going to do, except with the replacements that I have in red here for you. So anyway, if you go down and look at this thing, you will see that it has SPSS outputs, not the ones you're going to use, the ones you're going to erase and replace your own SPSS outputs that this tutorial is designed to show you how to derive. So we'll come over here, we'll replace these graphs and charts for that nominal variable, which is titled sex, and then for the metric variable, we will replace this narrative that's have lined out all the stuff that you're not going to use, but you are going to just create your own descriptive statistics in a similar way. And then these charts will be replaced, that frequency distribution will be replaced, and that histogram will be replaced, and that's what this tutorial is designed to show you how to do. So I'm going to close out of this file real quick, and bye-bye. And now we're coming over and we're saying, it's time to go into our virtual world. So we get into here to the North Georgia homepage and we type in vlab.ung.edu. We have just exited our computer because as soon as you click this right option over here, horizon, as soon as you click that, gone are you from your usual computer, and you're now on a new computer. So now you have to type in your username, and you have to type in your password, and that puts you into the place where you want to be as long as you've typed your username and password correctly. And as soon as you type it correctly, like I just did there, after a false start, you're faced with this virtual lab thing. Now you're exiting your computer and you're on a desktop at the university. And you already know how to get into SPSS, but if you needed to get shown that, just refer to that other tutorial. Now you're going to open up a data set off of your P drive. So you come over here, you go, I'm going to open this thing, and this file open, and the file that you want is a data file, and it's located on your P drive, and it's going to tell you that by getting this thing, instead of using this folder that it defaults to, you're going to go up a couple levels here. In fact, you're going to go all the way to the top, and it's going to take you to your PC, and that PC is not your PC, but it's the university PC, because you have access now to your P drive. So double click that. There's our P drive, then the folder that I had you create with the 3 files in it, and we're making use of the general social survey.save, S-A-V, folder. And now it's asking me if I want to open this thing because I've already got a version of it open, and I'm going to tell it open it up in a new window, and here we come. So now we've got our SPSS data file open, and now I'm showing you how to do your assignment. You go to Analyze. You click on it. You want descriptive statistics. So there we go. It's the second option down, and we're going to make use of frequencies because we want a frequency table for each one of these two variables. The first variable is nominal. This data set refers to gender as sex. So that's the first one you want to click over. That's a nominal variable, and we don't need any of the statistics from it because it's already a nominal variable. So we're going to cancel this option, and now we're going to go to charts. And we do want a bar chart for this example. So we're clicking continue, then we're clicking OK, and on the output window comes the bar charts and the tables for the variable sex. Let me show you a little trick. This is a quick way to deal with SPSS. SPSS in its output window has a lot of junk that you'll never use. So what you do is you click on the top piece of junk and you click delete. I just deleted the top piece of junk. The second piece of junk is called frequencies, and I'm deleting that. The third piece of junk is this little data set number 2. I'm highlighting that by putting the mouse over it and clicking it, and then clicking delete. Now I have tables that I'm going to use. All 3 of these tables, 2 tables that is, and a bar chart. That's beautiful. Okay, now I want the descriptive statistics and the charts for the second variable. So I'm returning to the analyze function. I'm going into descriptive statistics. I'm going into frequencies. I've already got sex over there. I don't want that, so I'm highlighting it, clicking on it once with the mouse, and returning it to the list. Now my list is empty here. I'm ready to bring over EDUC. That's EDUC. That's the number of years of education the person has completed, the respondent. And so I'm moving it over from the left column to the right, and now I want to get my statistics for this metric variable, which are going to be the mean and the standard deviation, the minimum, the maximum, and the range. And that's what we want, so we're clicking on continue, and now we want a chart to go with those tables we just created. So we can't use a bar chart with a metric variable. The only chart that we can use is the histogram, and I've clicked on histogram, and now I'm clicking on show normal curve. Very simple. We're going now to continue. We're going now to OK, and we have just derived the same charts appropriate for the metric variable. We've got at the very top of the output respondent sex chart, and then the table respondent sex, and then the bar chart respondent sex. Immediately below that, we have to remove some junk. So you click on this frequencies for that variable. It's highlighted. Now you click delete. That's very good. We've done that, and now here we are coming our way over into frequencies. We don't want that. Highlight it with your mouse by clicking on it and delete. Now we have the charts we want, with one little exception here. We got the statistics, the mean, the standard deviation, the range, the minimum, and the maximum. And now we have the frequency distribution chart for this thing. That variable is showing you that for the value of 0 years of education, 2 people in this survey had 0 years of education. For the value of 3rd grade, we had 5 people. 4th grade, we had 5 people. 5th grade, 6 on down. You get up here to high school, 12 years of education, 454 respondents had a high school education, and some people went beyond high school, and where they went beyond high school was to a different place altogether, meaning the bachelor's degree and on up to the doctorate degree. That would be 20 years of education. So with this stuff, just like you're getting your EDD right now, you'll have 20 years of education behind your belts. Here's the histogram, and that's showing you that high school is far and away the modal category with of this data set. Not very many PhDs, not very many zeros. Okay, you guys, now we're going to go ahead and take these graphs and charts we just created in SPSS VLab, which is located right here, And we're going to very quickly step over to the D2L platform. So you click on Google Chrome in the in the VLab program, and you go to the home page, you go to content, and once you get there in VLab D2L, not your computer D2L, you come down and you click on the, it's kind of a template that I have saved for you, a place to express these charts and this table that we just made. It's called the Q07 Quiz Assignment 1 Descriptive Statistics Example. And once you get that thing open in D2L, you're going to have the ability to download it. So you click download, and it's going to not your downloads folder on your computer, but rather your downloads folder in VLab. So if you go over to downloads folder in VLab, that's where you're going to see it. So go ahead and open it up in what will be Microsoft Word VLab. And if you double click on it, I believe you're going to get to the Microsoft Word VLab, and you continue editing, and you're coming over here and say, okay, there is your template in VLab. Now this thing needs to be saved to your P drive. So you come over here and you go File, Save As, and you're going to this PC because you're in VLab. And you come all the way to the bottom here and you're going to see P. And that P drive, you're going to place it in your SPSS files for EDD 7209 and click Save. And now you're going to go ahead, you're going to have that document waiting for you there that you can edit using the VLab SPSS output that we just created over here. So you've got SPSS in VLab, you've got Word open in VLab, and you've got D2L open in VLab. Those three things will allow you to create the document that you are fixing to create. So go ahead and paste the charts over and follow the instructions, and I'll see you next week.